Dude, is this video gonna load?
7 hours later.
Hey, hold up!
Just need to check my email here.
7 hours later.
For fuck's sakes, man. Legit, like, this internet is so bad, I could have plugged an Ethernet cable up my ass and then plugged it into this computer, and this shit would still be faster than what I'm being provided by Windstream, bro. Alright, internet connection speeds in 2021. This is a big deal in my opinion. This is a huge deal, as a matter of fact, especially all through 2020 whenever internet connection, and even now into 2021 when internet connection is basically a necessity. So I have a feeling that a lot of you are going to relate to me and relate to my pain, and some of you guys are going to have even slower speeds than I do. And, you know, trust me, I understand how you feel. All through 2017, the speed that I was getting was 1 meg, and I currently have Windstream internet. Now, we are paying approximately $80 to $90 a month, and we are getting up to 6 megs per second. I've done some speed tests here. As we can see, I decided to switch it up between Ethernet, you know, between wireless and wired. I decided to do some tests from, you know, using a VPN and not using a VPN. I decided to do some tests on my phone, for instance, where it's like, okay, this is closer, this is farther away, this is up close with a VPN, this is much farther away with a VPN, without a VPN, whatever the case may be. Okay, so, you know, as we can see, whenever I do speed tests with a VPN, obviously I get higher latency, but for some reason I also get a little bit higher download speed. Nothing really changes about the upload speed, but higher download speeds is what I typically seem to get in higher latency, which is kind of weird. I understand the latency part, but the download speeds don't really make sense to me. I'm completely unsure why that is, but hey, you know, if I need to download something, I believe I'm going to go through a VPN, simply because of the fact that the download speeds appear to be higher on a VPN for whatever reason, and I have no idea why. Now, some of you guys may be like, oh, 6 megs, 6 megs, that's not bad at all. You know, I pay for like HughesNet and I get like 3. And trust me, I have heard some very negative things about HughesNet. Some people that I know personally, they told me that they get about 3 megs down and like a half a meg up, and their latency is like 200 to 300 and higher than that at a single time. And trust me, I understand why their latency is so high, because they're using satellite internet through a absolutely horrible company. HughesNet is absolutely dog shit.
To help us improve our quality of service, this call may be recorded.
Customer service. Get me straight to the bitch, bruh.
You now have more options for how to get help.
Customer service.
An easy way for you
Customer service.
to self-help resources or connect-
Customer service.
And then especially them getting very low speeds, it's unacceptable. And then of course, you know, you got the whole thing with them, how they'll charge you extra money for using extra data. It's stupid. It's stupid that a lot of ISPs are able to get away with this. It's fucking ridiculous, especially whenever in 2020 and 2021, basically internet connection is a necessity. We use the internet to get information. We use the internet to, you know, for school, for instance, Zoom meetings, all of that crap. And not only that, but we use the internet for entertainment, right? We use it to stream videos, to, you know, stream Netflix or Hulu or Showtime or whatever the case may be. We stream using internet connections. Now, not only that, but we use internet for social media, for keeping up with friends and family, for contacting people. We use it for playing games online. We use the internet for so many different things, and some people say that it's not a necessity, which I will completely disagree with, especially if you're somebody who is in college. You need the internet to get information regarding, you know, papers that you may write or tests that you have to take. And this even goes into people who are, you know, into kids who are into grade school in grade school, middle school, and high school. And 2020, a lot of them needed internet connection, proper internet connection, in order to join in Zoom meetings and in order for them to submit work that they done, you know, on kind of COVID. Yeah, you guys get the gist of it. And a lot of these ISPs offer absolutely garbage internet that hinders them from doing that, hinders, you know, me, a college student, from using internet properly, the internet connection properly, or, you know, it hinders the experience for a child to get proper education. You see what I mean? It's ridiculous that they offer these low speeds, high ping, and expect to get away from it. Now, a lot of you guys may agree with this, and some of you guys may disagree with this, but I have a feeling that a lot of you people will agree with what I'm about to say. Internet companies should be required to offer higher speeds than what they offer. Currently, getting 6 megs in 2021 is unacceptable. Now, I will say this, if you're somebody who lives alone, and you do things like check your email, check social media, message friends, do, casual things like that. You don't worry about streaming or playing video games online or anything like that. You're somebody who just messages, check your email, just casual things like that. 6 megs could work for you. If you're somebody who doesn't plan on uploading content to the internet or downloading content from the internet, 6 megs, perfectly fine, okay? But the problem is whenever you're somebody who's in school, or whenever you're somebody who enjoys streaming content, or whenever it's somebody who enjoys playing games, or using the internet for other things aside from checking your email, or checking up with friends and family by sending them messages on Messenger or whatever on your phone, it gets difficult to use the internet and have a proper experience. That is just simply the truth. Now, if you're somebody with multiple people in the house, having 5 megs, especially whenever multiple people are using the internet connection simultaneously, if somebody's trying to stream something, somebody's trying to play a game online, somebody else is just simply checking emails, whatever the case may be, all of that combined is going to hinder everybody else's experience. And it causes such a hassle. Now, I believe, and I believe this deep down, that internet companies, ISPs, should be required to at least offer a connection speed of 50 megs down, and what they should do is at least a fifth of that speed should also be required in upload speed. So for instance, let's say I have 50 megs. A fifth of that is 10. If you just do simple math, a fifth of 50 is 10. So you should have 50 megs down and at least 10 megs up with some low latency. That is what I wholeheartedly, believe. I don't care if it's a maximum package that internet companies have. Every area in the U.S. that, has people living in it, these ISPs that supply these people with internet connections should be required to offer them at least, I don't care if this is their max package, right? But a bare minimum of 50 megs down with 10 megs up and low latency, alright? I don't care what the case is. ISPs are constantly getting away with providing shit service to their customers who pay outrageous prices for their service. For instance, legit, the only thing that I can get down here where I currently stay at is Windstream. We pay $90 a month almost for 6 megs. 6 megs. That is ridiculous. That is garbage. That is a horrible deal, and it sucks because we have no competition down here, so it doesn't incentivize these companies to offer better prices. It doesn't incentivize these companies to not only offer better prices, but also offer better speeds. It doesn't incentivize them to do nothing like that. Competition is good. I would be fine if we had multiple ISPs that we could choose from down here in this area that I'm currently residing in. Now, where I previously lived at, I can't remember if I mentioned this earlier, but I previously lived in Hyden, Kentucky. And legit, I read up on a article from last year where they were comparing internet speeds, and they were saying that Hyden, Kentucky had the lowest internet speeds in all of America, and that is unacceptable. It was like 4.4 megs. 4.4 megs. A lot of people that I know couldn't even get proper internet service. If they wanted to get proper internet service, they would have to go through HughesNet, which all in all offers a truly awful experience, especially with their stupid data caps, especially with all of that crap, right? And then especially not only with their data caps, but if you go over their data caps, they'll throttle your internet connection and make you pay more. Bullshit. ISPs should not be allowed to do that. ISPs should be required to give the people here a proper internet connection, especially whenever people are trying to go to school online. Whenever you're trying to go to school online, man, having a horrible internet connection truly hinders your experience to actually get a proper education. Get a proper education. And you can't tell me that it can't, because it does. Sometimes you may have to stream videos from the internet. If you have low speeds, you know what that's going to cause? It's going to cause lower resolutions. Not only is it going to cause lower resolutions, it's going to cause issues with constantly buffering that video. And trust me, I experience this on the daily where I currently reside at. Now, internet companies should not be able to get away with this crap. They shouldn't be able to get away with data caps, with throttling broadband, throttling your internet connection. They shouldn't be able to get away with providing awful service that is completely slow and garbage internet. They should be required to at least have a package that offers up to 50 megs down with 10 megs up with low latency, so people can get a proper use out of their internet connection. I don't care what anybody says, that's the way that I feel. And if you don't like the way that I feel, get the fuck out of this video, bro. Dislike it if you want, because it is just the way that I see it. And internet companies are constantly getting away with this, and it's stupid. Legitimately, Windstream in my area is getting away with this. And to be totally honest, if I was to talk to the Windstream CEO himself, I would laugh in his face and tell him how god-awful his internet connection is. I would tell him that straight to his face. And if he tried to argue with me, I would laugh. I would laugh my ass off, because I'd be like, no, your internet connection sucks ass. If I was to speak with the CEO or whoever the hell's over HughesNet, I would laugh in their face too and tell them how bad their internet connection is. If I was to speak to TDS, which is what I used to have whenever I lived in Hyden, Kentucky, if I was to speak to the CEO of TDS, I would laugh in their face and tell him how garbage their internet connection is. I would get so much pleasure and joy out of just sitting there and pointing and laughing. Legit, okay, if the CEO of Windstream or TDS or HughesNet, if you're watching this, ha 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 ha, your internet connection sucks. It sucks. Now fix your shit. Stop offering shitty internet for high-ass prices. Stop throttling people's internet connection, and stop offering slow speeds. Stop putting these data caps on there. Offer high speeds, damn it. It's 2021. We're not living in the fucking 90s. Get your shit together.
Maybe if we don't look at it, he'll go away.
One more thing that I thought I would like to bring up. Okay, as somebody who enjoys playing games online, I constantly have to have a proper internet connection. I have to have a way to download updates, okay? Now, I got a download speed calculator here, for instance, okay? So, let's say that I have, for instance, which is my speed, 6 megs to download with, okay? So, let's say, for instance, I need to download a Call of Duty update, which for some reason COD updates in 2021 are absolutely ridiculous, and even in 2020, downloading updates were absolutely insane, because it would be like, oh yeah, like every other week, oh yeah, here's another 10 gig update to download. Oh, you want another 10 gig update to download? Here you go. So, with 6 megs, which is what I currently have, if I was to want to download a Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Cold War or Warzone update, for instance, if it was 10 gigs, let's calculate it. It would take 3 hours, 58 minutes, 36 seconds with 6 megs. Now, if this was the download size that I had, or let's say that I do 1 meg, which is what I had in 2017. If I needed to download this update, you want to know how long it would take? Look at this. 23 hours, 51 minutes, and 39 seconds. Approximately 24 hours. Now, you also got to keep this in mind, that an internet connection is not going to constantly stay at one speed. Speeds will fluctuate depending on who else is using the internet, depending on if other devices are on the internet. And hell, sometimes, at least from my experience, throughout the day, different times throughout the day, more people, not necessarily in your house, but they are using like the same line that connects to your house or, connects to your router. I think you guys get what I'm saying. It's going to also affect everybody else in that area's internet connection. So your internet's not going to stay at one solid speed, 24 hours throughout every single day, 24/7. It's not. It's going to fluctuate up and down. So, to any ISP who still offers this garbage internet connection, okay, please do yourself a favor and stop being a scummy ISP. Stop being a big piece of filth. Stop offering garbage internet services and upgrade your shit. It's 2021. We're not living in the fucking 90s. If you like this video, smash like. If you disliked it, personally, I don't care. You can dislike it if you want. That's totally up to you. I personally don't really give a shit. But I love you all anyways, even if you dislike this video. I love you. Anyways, though, thank you all for tuning into this video. Stay beautiful. Do not go ugly on me either. And I'll see you in the next one.
Customer service!